Tales of the Multiverse, Book 1, Monster vs. Mortal, written and narrated by RJF. Chapter 1. My name is Vanessa Simons. I'm just like any other girl. I have long blonde hair and a fit body, and I like stereotypically girly things like makeup and the color pink. But I do have a few things that set me apart from other girls. Things like cold, pale skin, huge fangs, and amazingly fast speed. I can't see my reflection in the mirror, and the most unusual thing, I crave human blood. When I was younger, going to school was nice and easy because no one really noticed my differences. My teenage years came with changes just like everyone else's. When I was younger, I was indistinguishable from my peers. You could only really tell by my scent that I was different, and normal people's noses aren't sensitive enough to smell that. Now I'm 14, though, it's becoming more difficult to hide my differences. If you still haven't guessed, I'm a vampire. Not one that was bitten by another vampire or even by a vampire bat. I'm a birth vampire. That means my parents, Samantha and Daniel Simons, are also vampires. Unlike me, my parents were bitten. My mom was bitten by a vampire bat, and my dad was bitten by a vampire called Drake. My mom doesn't like to talk too much about how she became a vampire, but from what I've heard over the years from my dad, this is how it happened. When she was about my age, she went on a field trip to an old abandoned cave for a science class. She wanted to enjoy the trip, but there were a lot of bats in the cave. My mom hated bats, though they don't bother her anymore. Since everyone told her that the bats wouldn't harm her, she found the courage to go on the trip despite her fears. Then, one bat, a vampire bat, decided it was a bit hungry and went straight for my mother. The vampire bat injected its fangs into her. I'm guessing it must have hurt, but my dad never really went into detail on that point. As for my dad, his story is a bit more unfortunate. He and Drake were best friends. They knew each other all throughout their childhoods. But when they went to college, Drake changed. He became reclusive. He kept a distance, never smiled, and was absent from class for days sometimes. When my dad confronted him one day in his apartment, he didn't know what hit him. Within 5 minutes of being there, he was turned. Drake apologized to him, saying he was scared and lonely and he needed someone like him around. My dad didn't know what to do. He felt different, and later...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?